No weapons formed against us shall prosper. Hopefully, this is a great week for you too. As this community grows, if you feel free to just kind of comment, tell me how your week went. Tell me, what you may want to see in the future. As I'm getting content and getting more comfortable with this YouTube thing, I'll definitely try to deliver some things that you guys are, asking for. But anywho's, guys, you know the drill. I'll probably pick you up at lunch, tell you how, the first half of the day went, or I'll pick you up when I get home. But either way, have a great day. All right, y'all. So, listen, my Tuesday has been amazing. Of course, I thought it would be because I went in with a plan. We already had a plan from last week. So, we got to work getting our boxes and getting the books and stuff backed up for home visits. I did kind of encounter like a coworker. I'm not gonna say he was rude, but he kind of had like a weird sense of humor, and he was like very possessive. So, guys, we don't work here. We've only been here. This is the start of our 6th week. All we know is what we've been taught so far, and like we went in and go get the bags that we used last time to distribute. Like the little promotional items or whatever that the Headstart was going to pass out. So we went to go get those, and he was like, Aunt, who told you to grab those? And I was like, well, this is what we grabbed last time. So who told you to get them last time? He's like, well, she shouldn't did that because we use these for when kids have lice or something, and we just put all their stuff in there, and we need these. And I'm like thinking, oh, okay, and then he like tried to make a joke, and neither myself or the other intern got it. Like, we were like, okay. And then he's like, well, I don't bite. But it was like how he came off. And maybe like that's his personality. I'll be the first person to admit sometimes I don't find everything funny and I don't get sarcasm. And like I said, I'm new, and he like kind of snapped because we grabbed bags that we grabbed the last time and we didn't know not to grab them. So anyway, it kind of made us both feel like we didn't want to go and ask him for anything in the future. He could be the nicest guy. It just was the wrong like first encounter because we've already met him, but in passing, this is our first encounter with him, like to have the conversation. But neither here nor there. We got majority of the list done. It's about 500 kids enrolled, and they're each getting like 5 books in a bag. So we had to stop because we literally ran out of books. They do have like a little overflow room where we can pull some off of a shelf, but they're probably still going to need more because we probably still need about 150 more books. So anywho, we did that. And then we did go and sit with our one coworker who went over a new application with us. I was able to work that one. And it made me feel good because I remembered like 93% of it. And we pretended to make a call. And like case notes and stuff is kind of where I got lost, just because you don't really get to do it when we run an example. We're just pretending to do it. Like, so we're talking about it. So because I'm not actually doing it, I'm not really retaining that. But anywho, the game plan when we go back is to make our attendance calls and maybe finish the books. But that might take us to the end of the day. I don't know. But I'm excited. So I hope your day is going well. I'm looking forward to Thursday. Can't wait to keep you guys posted. Talk to you later. All right, y'all. So we have done Tuesday. And it was busy. I don't know if y'all could tell, but your girl is sweating. But that's okay, because that means that I worked like a couple of times today. My watch actually picked up some activity because I was hustling. Nah. But for real, it was a great day, very productive. We went back from lunch, and so after lunch, we just processed another application, and then we did our attendance calls, which technically only ended up being like 3 people should have been called, but there was like a circumstance with one family where it was documented, even though this kid has missed like a week, that it was documented that mom had a baby, and so nobody could get this kid to and from Head Start. So they didn't have to necessarily like call in because they had already given us that information before she had the baby or whatever. So that was documented. And then another family wasn't called, although they should have been, due to like missing more than 2 consecutive days, whatever. But there was also like some information that one of the co-workers had documented that she had spoke with the family, and they no longer were able to transport the kid to the school, to the school that they were going to. And so they were actually going to go to a different Head Start that's closer to wherever they lived or whatever the situation was. So we didn't have to call because we already knew that it was a challenge for the family to get the little one back and forth to Head Start. And so we only made one call. And this was a Hispanic family, and so nobody in the office spoke Spanish. One of the intern that I work with, she says she's conversational. I think like she do a damn good job, but she says she only feels like conversational as far as like her level. She doesn't feel like proficient or fluent, so she didn't feel comfortable making the call. So they said you call and then you let the family tell you that they prefer Spanish, and then we can either ask one of our coworkers who is fluent to call them, make contact for us, or we can call a language line. I'm familiar with the language line because I use that at my current job when I do accounts receivable. So anywho, we did that. They didn't answer the phone, so it was pretty cool because we got to see a text message sent, and you type it up and then you hit I want to say she said she used Google Translate. I'm not sure. And some of these people watching the video are probably younger than me, and y'all probably hip and know all the stuff. I don't. So I think she might have used Google Translate, and then it translated the message, and then it sent a text message and an email to the family's phone number and email address. And so while we were sitting there discussing like the documentation and yada yada yada, the dad of the kid, sorry if y'all hear that air, it's hot, I got my windows down, but it's not hot enough to have the air on. So the family, the father ended up calling back, and he was like, oh, I'm so grateful for your text message. So that lets you know, like, he probably didn't answer the phone because he probably maybe didn't speak English, or maybe it went to the mom's phone and she might have not spoke English, like, so maybe she didn't answer. But us sending that text message to the cell phone that was on record prompted him to call us right back, and he understood, and his English was well enough that he was able to say there were twins, and he said one of the girls came home the first day that they were absent. The kid came home the day before that and was like having a cough and didn't feel well, so they kept them both home the day that they were absent. And then that led over into the following week, and they actually ended up having a cold, so they both stayed home for a couple of days in that week. So anyway, we got that all documented and all that, and then we finished doing our books, which is pretty cool to see all these books and books and books go out. I wish I could have taken a picture, but unfortunately we had to write the sites, like the schools and stuff, we had to write that on the boxes. And so of course, for privacy reasons, I didn't want to post that. But it was just so cool to see all these books that have been donated and purchased for these children, just to see them go out. I remember when I was younger, I loved reading, and I don't know, I would get excited over books, like brand new books, shiny books, like they got me all excited. So it kind of like, lit some warm and fuzzies in me, because I was able to kind of see the Bernstein Bears or the Babysitters Club. Now I'm not sure why the Babysitters Club was in the pile going out to some Head Start kids, but there was definitely 1 or 2 babysitter books in there. Things like The Night Before Christmas, The Grinch, Arthur books, stuff like that. So anyway, books I used to read my daughter, Pinkalicious, like, it was cool to see that, and it made me feel good that these books get to go to homes, and these kids kind of get to start reading early and looking at the pictures and stuff. So that pretty much was that, guys. I had a great Tuesday. Thursday I'm kind of sad because The other intern, she's off. They have like a fall break, I guess, and they don't schedule classes during this fall break, so she's not coming to field, and she's gonna go out of town. So anyway, it'll be my first day working by myself, and I'm used to kind of like winging it, but at least I wing it with her, so I don't know what they'll have me doing, me being by myself. So I'll definitely keep you guys posted. I'm about to go to work, and then I got class in about an hour, so I will check in with y'all later. Bye-bye. Hey guys, happy Thursday. If you can't tell and you see your girl face, nothing is on it. I mean, not that I wear anything anyway, but you know, by now, y'all would have seen my eyebrows at least popping and a little something done to these edges. My hair would be down, but right now I just got my braids wrapped up. I'm still in like some little comfortable housewear, and I am chilling in my little den or whatever. It's not really a den, it's kind of like my office. However, if you can't tell, or maybe you've guessed it, I did not have to go to field today. Thank you, Jesus. Like, thank you, Jesus. I got a text message last night from my field instructor saying, hey, you know what I'm saying, the other intern is on something that they call fall break at their school. I don't even know if that's a thing at my school. It could be, but like in all the years that I've been there, I never experienced like having days off for that. And I do know the other intern, as I was telling you guys, like she's on her break and she won't be there Thursday, so I'll be by myself or whatever. So I guess my field instructor was like, you know what, let me go ahead and just, you know, extend it the same thing to India. And she probably gave it to the girl who goes to my school on her day today. On her day, either yesterday, which was Wednesday, or tomorrow, which is Friday. So either way, like, I felt good because it's kind of like having like a day off. Like, and then the fact that she was able to tell me that in advance, like I was able to plan for it. And so it wasn't like I still got up, went through my ritual, got dressed, and then she texted me, which still would have been okay. But the fact that, you know, I knew last night, like after class and everything, that I didn't have to, I'm all thrown off after doing my class, my schoolwork and stuff, like just knowing in advance that I didn't have to go in, just kind of like made my night good because I wasn't in a rush to like go to bed, because it's almost like having a day off. I mean, naturally, I still have to clock into work, but you know, I probably won't do that until like 2, because I'm not scheduled to even do that until like 4. Like technically 4 is like I have to be clocked in. 4:30 is when I have to be clocked in. So if I can go do that, knock that out at 2 o'clock, and boom, it's done. And then I mean, I still do have class, but it is what it is. I mean, like, I have all morning to myself, which I am going to take the opportunity to kind of like wrap up some things that I needed to do for the week, which was my field journal, which I don't know how I'm going to like write it. Just because there is a question in there that asks about supervision, what we discussed, and supervision for me would typically take place, you know, on Thursday. So I don't know what I will write, because my field instructor is like count the hours. My field liaison, like I told you, is a strickler, and it's kind of like, oh well, you know, if you wasn't in the building, technically that's not working. But I mean, my field instructor is like, well, using the opportunity to even like read our book, you know, that was assigned, or catch up on like some assignments that are social work related. She feels that's social work, you know, that's putting in the time, because I probably would have done that sitting in the office. So that's probably how I'll write it up, and yada yada yada. But anyway, y'all, I'm sorry that this video is going to be short, just because I don't have anything to discuss about today. I won't have a follow-up for you or any of that. I won't tell you what's happening next week because I don't know. Fingers crossed she has like a to-do list for us like she did this week. And then that way we kind of go in and it's smooth on Tuesday and we can do what we need to do and get out of there. again, I thank you for taking the opportunity. If it's two of you, it eventually becomes 20 of you, that becomes 200 to 2,000, and whatever that looks like. Whoever is checking in for me and checking these videos and looking forward to these videos, I just thank you. I thank you for just even being interested in me. I mean, I'm not special. I don't, what I mean? I ain't got nothing really going on. That's amazing, but it does make me feel good when I get messages or likes or new subscribers, So if you are in the social work field and you do like the content that you're seeing, like, comment, subscribe, let's network, let's, build a community, and share the content, share the video with other people that may be interested, that is, are in this field, or maybe thinking about going into this field. And like I said in the last video, if there's something that you want me to kind of talk about, cover, or make a video that's pertaining to that particular thing, like, drop it down, in the comments. I'm not saying, that I'll do it right away, but I'll definitely look into it and see how I can be of assistance. Because, like I said, I want to use this platform to just build a stronger community for social workers. There is social work content out there. I'm grateful and I'm thankful that it's way more now than it was when I started this journey almost 4 years ago. But we could grow it to be even better, be even stronger, and just give us, multiple choices and multiple people to follow. If you haven't done so, check out Mind Your Society. She has a lot of social work content. Check out Social Work Scrapbook, a lot of social work content, which things like that probably have popped up in your feed if you have Googled anything related to social work. But those are, like, my top two favorites, and I'm happy to see Social Work Scrapbook kind of coming back. She kind of was on a little break and had like shorter videos, but now she's back with the day in the lives of a school social worker, and so I'm happy about that. But anyway, guys, I am about to just do something with myself and enjoy, my couple of hours off. I hope you guys have a great week and a wonderful weekend. And I look forward to picking this video back up next week on Tuesday. We'll see how that goes. All right, you guys, you be blessed. And don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. And I do thank you for tuning in.